The wait is over, baby. The Trade Like a Pro YouTube series is finally here. Let's get it.
Like a pro, yeah, I'm trading like a pro, like a pro, making profit like a pro,
Time to let them know. Bank on the phone, no, I don't need a loan, cause I'm trading like a pro.
we getting paid, huh? Stacking that money from the trades, huh?
Ay, we getting paid, Stacking that money, I'ma teach you how to trade like a pro.
You want to trade like the pros? You want to finally reach your goals? You want the tips to catch pips? Then you come to the right channel. What's up, y'all? This your boy Jay Wayne, representing Team Take Profits, and thank you for tuning in to another video. Yes, this is Trade Like a Pro YouTube series. This is going to be a 10 video series, and it's going to be epic. And I just want you to know up front, my mission is to help you become a profitable trader so you can get your time freedom back and start empowering people that's around you. And in this 10 video series, right, Trade Like a Pro, we're gonna talk about swing trade strategies, scalping strategies, day trade strategies. I'm gonna take you in an in-depth look on how I see the market, which is very important because a lot of traders, they don't tell you all of that. They give you a little strategy. They don't even show you how to handle it when it breaks down. I'm gonna show you all of that. But most importantly, when you get done with this Trade Like a Pro YouTube series, you're gonna know how to catch trades with better entries. You're gonna know how to scalp. You're gonna know how to day trade. You're gonna have the right mindset. I can't make you rich, but I definitely can change your life. We're going to do live trade sessions together. Yes, I said it, live trading sessions during London. All right, so if you're not ready to grind, then I can't help you. But if you're ready to wake up 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. in the morning, that's Eastern Standard Time, all right, then we're gonna be doing live trading sessions. So turn on the notifications, all right, so you don't miss these videos, so you don't miss when I announce when I'm gonna go live. And we're gonna do this on YouTube platform. All right, let's get it. So in my last video, I asked everybody, did you want to know about the GBP pairs, their characteristics? And everybody commented below. They like, yes, I would like to know the characteristics. GBP CHF, GBP USD. Like, I'm gonna go through the main ones. There's tons of GBP pairs. I'm gonna go through the main ones, all right, that actually move. It's no sense of going through any of them that don't even do anything, all right, or just outrageous spreads. I'm going to go through the main ones that are tradable, and I'm going to be very detailed as we're going to talk about the wicks. We're going to be talking about, is it good for day trading, swing trading, for scalping. We're going to talk about just the overall movement and how it works and when to trade it. We're going to go into that. And the first one that we're going to talk about is the worst one, GBP CHF. All right, team. So now we're here in the charts, and we're here on GBP CHF. You can see in the top left, and we're on the 1 day. So each candle represents the day chart. So with GBP CHF, all right, it's really, I don't really recommend swing trading this pair. Sometimes it will get to a spot where you feel comfortable swing trading it, but for the most part, this thing is consolidating like crazy. So I think that obviously you can swing trade any pair, or you can try, but I don't think it would be the easiest when you have other GBP pairs that are a lot easier. Okay, so I don't recommend swing trading GBP CHF. GBP CHF have wicks galore on the smaller time frames. Now you can find setups on the higher time frames, which is the swing trading time frames, the weekly, the daily. As you can see on my chart, it's the daily. You still see little wicks, but it's not too bad if you're a swing trader, right? But these same wicks show up on the lower time frames, which we're going to see right now. You end up trying to get an entry on a 15-minute time frame, and you see all of these wicks, right? I mean, every pair got wicks, but it's different. It's subtle differences. This, when you're trying to get an entry, a sniper entry, you can't have a pair constantly wicking out on you. All right, you're going to get into a bad spot, and if you're not at least intermediate to advanced, you're going to be like stuck mentally. Like, what's going on? It's reversing on me. Really, it's just wicking out on you. Maybe a little bit of drawdown, but it'll probably still go in the direction, but beginners can't handle that. So I recommend with GBP CHF, get in on pullbacks and retests. If you're looking for a buy, get in when a candle is coming down. A red candle is coming down. It's your best bet is to get in low like that, okay? Don't try to just take the breakout. It's most likely going to wick out on you, okay? Unnecessary drawdown. I already warned you. Now, right now, it's 5:18 in the morning. Up here grinding for you guys. GBP CHF right now is like 2. The spread is 2. All right. So the spread is not that great for me. I've seen better, but that's the spread. So, and you have to keep the spread in mind when you're trying to scalp. A spread of 2 is not that bad when you're day trading, when you will hold the trade for about 4 to 8 hours. But when you're scalping, you know, 2 is okay. The max I would go is 3. But like I say, considering everything, how this pair is, the wicks, the spread, you can get into a wrestling match with this pair. There is a big consolidation phase. It's really, really big. It consolidates for a while. You can see it right here on the chart. You know, you will get those moves where it pop out and you can catch it, but it will consolidate on you for a very long time. So that's GBP CHF in a nutshell. Here's the hour chart. So, which is where we will find our setups anyway. And we enter on a 15, but enter on a retest. But this is pretty much what it looks like. Now, with this pair, I put on a sessions. This indicator is called sessions. You go into it and you got Asia, London, and New York. And I got my precision on default. So this will let you know the session. So I believe the blue is Asia. So look at it. You know, when does this pair take off? It consolidates for a while, but most of the time I see the biggest moves during the Asian session. So far this has come from blue. I guess it's kind of mixed. Some in London. This is London over New York. So it's kind of mixed. I guess GBP CHF moves when it feels like it. The blue one is Asia. The green is, I believe, is London. So the green stripe is what happened during London time. And this is the hour chart I'm on. Each candle represents an hour. So, yep. So I guess, you know, it's kind of all over the place. It's not consistent like some other GBP pairs. But this one, you just got to catch it when you can catch it. You feel me? So that's GBP CHF. Let's go on to GBP NZD. All right. Now, let me take off the sessions. Now, the higher time frames, let's go to the daily. This one is good for swing trading. You can find some spots. Like you can see it's swinging, right? This one is swinging. Now, that wick right there, I'm on a Wanda chart. I do not hit buy or sell. I do not execute trades on TradingView platform. This is the platform that I use for marking up my charts, and I use MT4 to execute my trades, like most of you guys do. So that was 1,000 pips, this wick right here. What day was that? March 9th, 2020. So whatever, man, that's crazy. But GBP NZD is known for big moves, and this thing will move, like, you know, it'll go through its phase like every other pair, but when it moves, it will move. Okay. Now the spread with GBP, spreads for scalpers and day traders are not good. It's okay, you can get away with it if you got a good entry, but if you get into like a bad entry, you will feel that spread. You will feel that spread. And matter of fact, right now, the spread is at 2.3, 2.6. I'm looking at it right now. So, you know, GBP NZD is not the greatest, okay? Like I said, you will feel that spread if you get a bad entry. It just means it takes longer to get into profit. That's what the spread is. Now, GBP NZD is another one that has wicks galore on all time frames. Okay, you can see it right here on this daily. Tons of wicks. Go to the hour chart. Same thing. Let me blow it up. you know, just wicking out all over the place, wicking out at key zones. I can just spot it right now, and it's just going to be a headache. So again, if you're going to get into an entry, you got to get in on a pullback or a retest. Don't just go for the breakout, because most likely you're going to get sucked into drawdown and you knew that it was coming. I really don't think that GBP NZD is good for scalpers with the high spreads. Now, I guess that depends on your broker, but GBP NZD is a high spread if you got a regular ECN broker. And the reason why is because it's not a major currency. It's not major like GBP USD would be. We'll talk about that in a minute. All right, so now we're on GBP CAD. All right, so the pound CAD. I personally don't recommend swing trading or position trading this. It consolidates on a higher time frame so much, as you can see on the screen. All right, it consolidates a whole lot. All right, like I say, every currency will eventually move. USD ZAR will move, and that's slow as heck. So every currency will move, but I just think that, you know, when you swing trade it, if you swing trade it, just be very careful, pick your spots, be very patient, like the banks will be patient. Only swing trade from supply and demand zones from the daily or the weekly chart. Let's see, if you go down to the 15-minute, you can see these wicks popping up at key areas. So you just want to get in on a retest. You want to make sure it's going in that direction. When it's consolidating, go on to a different currency that's ready and wait for this one, because when those slow down, this one will most likely be ready. That's how you got to do it. So for the pound CAD, you can day trade it or scalp it during the London and New York sessions. Those are the best times to do it. Other than that, stay away from it. Now we're going to start getting into the ones that I like the most. Okay, let's start with GBP JPY, okay, the pound yen. GBP JPY moves big. You can catch big moves. You can finally have a currency pair that you can take a breakout on. Okay, the pound yen, you can actually catch breakouts. You don't necessarily always have to wait for a pullback. You can catch big breakouts because it do move on lower time frames and higher time frames. Let's see. You can see on the chart, you can actually swing. Now, do you see the difference between the GBP CAD and the NZDs and the CHFs? Like this one, you can see spots where you can swing trade this. And of course, you want to swing trade with fundamentals, but technical analysis, you can clearly see supply and demand zones being hit. You can clearly see trend lines being broken and prices moving after friction points are being broken, like Fibonacci zones being hit perfectly. GBP JPY is good for swing trading, okay? So right now, GBP JPY is at 1.6, all right? So it's getting more towards, you know, it's in the middle still, but it's getting towards to being on the good side, all right? It's still in the middle, but leaning towards the good side. I can scalp something, especially if it moves and break out, and I find those key zones, right? Those key areas where the money is at. And with a 1.6, I can kill that every single time for scalping. So just so you know. Now for GBP AUD. GBP AUD, all right? The pound Aussie, as they say. This one, you can definitely swing trade this. Look on the chart right now. Look on the chart. I got the daily chart, man, clear moves, okay? This is one of the best ones you can swing trade. And also, this is my partner's favorite currency pair. He calls this thing out all the time. And when the market gets back trending, he calls out the swing trades for our team here at Trend Trading Academy. All right, so I'll put a link if you ever want to join our academy. It's be right here in the description below and right here on the screen as well, trendtrading.academy. But he calls out the swing trades for GBP AUD. That's his favorite pair, okay? And you can see why. You can see why. This thing is trending up, trending down, okay? It's crazy. So you can definitely swing trade this pair. And I know from experience, you can definitely scalp and day trade this pair. And with GBP AUD, you can catch breakouts. You don't necessarily just have to wait for a retest or a pullback. You can catch breakouts. Let's see on the 1 hour chart what it looks like. Let me make it big for you here. All right. You can, when you just looking at the chart at key areas, once it hit key areas right here in demand zones and supply zones, the market moves. Okay, the market moves. You can just see it. You can catch breakouts with this pair. Now let's get on to the GBP USD, which has the best spread of them all, which is right now is a 0. I have no spread for GBP USD, and it's been like that for a while. 0.1, not even one spread. 0.2, like the spread for GBP USD is amazing. That for the while I stayed away from it because it'll fake you out, and the reason why the GBP USD will fake you out is because it's always fighting against the dollar. The dollar can get strong at any second. The dollar is major just like the pound is major. Okay, this is a major currency, and the reason why the spread is at 0, the spread is the best, because it's a major currency pair. Just like EUR/USD is a major currency pair. That spread is good too. I don't trade that because it's highly manipulated, but GBP USD, I will mess with that, and because it will move fast at key areas in the market supply and demand zones. Okay, so you can swing trade GBP USD. You have to make sure that you are getting in from a supply or demand zone where the banks are at. You have to make sure you're getting in from those areas, or you will get faked out. Okay, that's the only thing with the pound dollar. You will get faked out. All right, because it's always wrestling against the Dixie, which is the dollar. If you're scalping and day trading, unless you really know you're getting in at the beginning of a move, you got to take your pips and get out, because this thing can reverse on you because the dollar can kick in. And this thing, when it went up 30 pips, it'll go right back down 30 pips. You can see all these V-shaped moves, and price go up, comes right back. All right, so whatever you see during, let's see, London, it can potentially reverse that same move during New York session. I don't even have to really risk my profits to try to catch more. I'm skillful enough, and you guys, by the end of this series, is going to be skillful enough and have confidence to get your money, your pips every day. Okay? You're going to have that confidence to just come in. So you don't even have to risk losing the profits trying to get more. You're just going to extract the pips from the market, the goal, day after day. And one day it would be the pound yen. The next day it might be the pound Aussie. And then another day it might be the pound dollar. But we're going to rotate them. We're going to rotate them and see which one is ready and ready to go and ready to take off. And we're going to jump in. So you don't have to be greedy. You don't have to be greedy. All right? Hey, you do not have to be greedy. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed that. I wanted to introduce you guys to the Trade Like a Pro YouTube series, and just started off with what you guys wanted from me the most, which is the characteristics of the pound pairs, the ones that we usually trade the most. So if you value and appreciate this content, this information that I gave you, which I think that nobody has given out, please like, please share, because YouTube will put the video out to help people. This is how you can help me as I help you. And I definitely want to lace you guys up, all right? And don't forget, investors are made, but trend traders get paid. Let's make this money, baby. Peace.